Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Yinzer Brothers podcast. I'm TJ. I'm here with my brother Tim, and we are the Yinzer Bros.
TJ, that's a bad look. That back screen's a bad look for you.
You don't
makes
like
your
this?
head. I don't know. It just makes your head look like you don't see the Steeler emblem. All you see is your head, and it looks ginormous.
Well, you know what? I do have a big head. I got a big crane.
I mean, it looks extra big.
Did you notice I'm wearing the merch? Who's that in the background? Bigfoot walking around your house?
Good God. Could be anybody.
It's
Who knows?
Fine. It's crazy. Hey, so here we are again, the Yinzer Bros. Thank you to all you listeners and subscribers. By the way, just to remind you guys, you can subscribe and listen to us. Watch us on YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get great podcasts. We are there. Tim, we are still in the OTAs phase of this newly revamped Steeler team. Normally, OTAs for us don't get a ton of attention, but this year's a different story because of this new coaching staff. It's a bigger staff; it's more experienced.
Every interview I see with Big Mike, it seems like his neck just keeps going away. I lost you. Can't hear you.
Oh, jeez. Can you hear me now?
You're
All
good.
right, sorry. There's a technical difficulty there for the Yinzer Bros.
Job.
You don't think he's going to have a heart attack mid-season, do you?
I do. He needs to start eating some fruit and vegetables. I don't know what's going on. You can't see his.
Are pierogies vegetables, Tim?
Some people may think they. I mean, some people might think they're vegetables. I think they're delicious. But like again, every interview I see him, his neck just goes away. It's like a turtle. He just keeps going back into his shell.
He's a Yinzer. He's definitely a Yinzer. I like how Tim, so when we went to the draft, we kept getting our picture taken at certain places. And Tim made this startling discovery that in every picture he got bigger and bigger. So he started to learn how to use the people we're taking pictures with to kind of shield his girth. Tim, tell them about your technique.
I mean, I would try to do anything. If there was a life-size helmet there, I would try to get behind the life-size helmet and just have like my try to get like from neck down just covered. So if there's a helmet, I'm trying to do that. If there's a pierogi, I'm trying to slide into an angle.
The parrot, you did it with the parrot, remember?
I did it with the parrot. I tried to slide in for that angle. I tried everything I could, but every picture I look like I was getting bigger and bigger. Look at the sun. I look like the sun.
And then Tim was wearing this. Well, you can see it if you're watching on YouTube. You can see in the picture he was wearing this big black cover thing that looked like a moo-moo. Basically, is what it was.
It did. And like when the wind blew, I looked like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man walking around.
You did. It was a bigger look, and if you're going for that look, I mean that's great.
Here's the thing, crazy. Normally, black's supposed to look slimming. If that's making me look slimming, that's bad. I can't be putting on.
That's true.
I can't be wearing pastels. I look like a giant Easter egg.
So Tim was working his technique. So we're noticing more of the OTAs. I know that when Tomlin stepped down, I think we're paying attention. Let's be real. When Tomlin stepped down, when they hired McCarthy, I don't think anybody was super happy about that. Were you happy about that, Tim?
No. Again, I thought he was the pot roast choice.
Well, you're probably so now that you've seen him assemble his team. I got to ask you: has any of those feelings have they started to change at all?
No, not at all. None.
Who would you have rather seen them get than McCarthy?
I don't know. Somebody you knew.
You are such a Yinzer. Holy cow!
Somebody young and like just you don't know nothing about. So if he ends up sucking, you'd be like, the guy just sucks because he's new. I feel like I know this guy's gonna suck, and they just I don't want to retread. We're the Pittsburgh Steelers. We don't retread. We're visionaries.
Well, let's just say, what if the Steelers had an opportunity to get like Sean McVay?
Sure. Yes.
Isn't he technically a retread, Tim?
Let me have another. Yes. I mean, dude, come on. I mean, there's different. Come on. That's just a different stratosphere. Come on.
What would you have done if they would have made a play for Harbaugh?
No, which one? No, I don't even want either.
Does it matter each one?
No, I don't want either of the Harbaughs.
No, those guys. Who would you have rather had if you could pick somebody? Can't Vrabel's off the table. God knows what's going on with that guy.
Vrabel's doing a lot of touching and feeling. I don't need Vrabel. But if I had to choose anybody,
if you could pick somebody else, who would you pick?
If I'm a pick of the litter,
if you had your pick of the litter,
any coach in the NFL, who
any
would I
coach,
pick?
like the next new hot guy, and he could be a head coach now.
If it was my choice, I would probably pick anybody. If I had anybody, I would probably pick Shanahan and McVay.
Okay. I mean, I think that's okay.
Is there a trick door to this question or something?
Well, when's the last time one of those had a ring?
McVay had one like what? 4 years ago?
He's the most recent, but why Shanahan?
TJ, if you can make
Purdy?
Not Purdy. I think Purdy's half decent. What's the Mac Jones look decent?
Yeah, that's true.
Every quarterback he touches turns into gold, dude. I don't know what is it.
That's the gift. He is the touch.
Give me one of those guys. That's what I want. One of those guys.
So, but you got to ask this. Here's my question. So, I mean, is McCarthy? Is he starting to grow on you? He seems like he assembled a pretty good team.
TJ, that team. You think he assembled that team? McCarthy's picking those dudes.
Well, I mean, they're either from Green Bay or most of them are either from Dallas.
I thought you were talking when you
said his coaching staff. His coaching staff?
Yeah. I don't know. They just got rid of one. For some
kind of
special team coach for content.
He did something naughty apparently at the facility.
Apparently, so I mean, that's not a great look.
No,
I don't know. I don't know what the staff is like yet. Do I think TJ any upgrade over the line coach from last year? The line coach at Tomlin kept. I don't know how that guy had a job for all the years. He was a buffoon. So yeah, that was an upgrade to the line coach. The defensive coach.
What position do we have that's not an upgrade? What coach do we have on our staff now that you would say is not an upgrade from last year? Is there any position other than maybe Danny Smith where you're like, these guys are not upgrades? So you're saying
we knew Mike Tomlin. Did you agree with me that Mike Tomlin called the defenses?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you're saying
either that he had stuff in the play stuff.
Okay, so you're saying the guy they got on defense is a better coach than Mike Tomlin?
I think he's a better coach than Terrell Austin.
See, no.
Who was the defensive coordinator?
TJ, you're blurring the lines there, buddy. You're blurring the lines because you know as well as I do. Terrell Austin was not calling play. He didn't. He was just puppet master. Tom was back there doing this. And Terrell Austin was doing one of these like this.
Well, that could be true. I mean, let's be real. I mean, he really has probably been in charge of the defense since they got rid of whatchamacallit. Since whatchamacallit retired.
The linebacker coach?
No.
You mean in general Tomlin?
LeBeau. Yes, since LeBeau retired.
Yeah, and guess what? The defense hasn't been as good since LeBeau retired.
I agree. I totally agree.
So that tells me you're saying that Patrick Graham's a better coach than Mike Tomlin.
Well, he could be, absolutely. I mean, we'll see.
I can't say it's an upgrade.
Well, no. If you talk position coaches, do you think McCarthy's a better head coach than Mike Tomlin?
They're the same. They're the same humans. They're identical to the same.
If you had to pick one, who would you pick?
Don't put baby in a corner right now because
here's my point.
They're the same. They're the same people.
I think there's a lot more upside right now because I think the Steelers have modernized the offense and I think they've modernized their defense.
How can you tell they've modernized the offense?
Well, you can just tell from the OTA. All the stuff you're getting from the OTAs.
What do you mean you can tell from the OTAs?
Well, just how they run
Aaron Rodgers throwing Rico. What's his name? The guy from the
Rico Dowd,
Uncle Rico passes in OTAs. That's all I can tell right now.
Well, I mean, but even like as you get your position stuff on, so you're saying your status has not changed. You would rather them take a swing at an unknown than maybe give a shot at a guy, like McCarthy.
Yeah, but here's my question: Do you think the roster is better than last year in general?
Absolutely.
So I mean,
absolutely.
Why didn't they
don't you think it's better?
I do, 100%. So like. With Tomlin had this roster, they'd probably be in the same position. We'd be going up. TJ, and TJ, they're going 10-7, 9 and whatever, 6. I don't know how that would know.
But what if McCarthy? What if his only claim to fame in these 5 years is finding the next QB?
I'm cool with that then.
Yeah, I mean, I think
What I
it's worth the
saw,
wash.
the more I see Drew Eller in those practices, I'm going, woof, man. That kid, I don't think that kid's got the. If they make him good, they should build a statue out in front of the whole entire stadium.
I get it. He's got the specs, but we'll see. I don't
Did you
know.
see him?
I
Did
mean,
you see the clip of them doing like the rollout passes? He looked like he looked like he looked like the dude from Toy Story, with the hat, the cowboy.
Woody.
Woody. I'm going. This kid looks terrible.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean. So here's the question: what are they doing at Penn State to not develop a kid with all that skill set?
You don't want to ask that open-ended question to me right now. What do they do at Penn State? Because I'll give you a boatload of stuff. What they do at Penn State, that team should still be on a death penalty for all I care. A tinkle monster roaming everywhere right now. I don't know. They've never been a good, but like they've only had one good quarterback ever come out of there.
Who would you say is their
I
best
won't even
quarterback?
I mean, Kerry Collins is probably their best quarterback.
Yeah, I still wouldn't put him good, but you know.
He was.
I did play basketball all the time with Todd Blackledge. Did I ever tell you that?
No.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He threw me a pass. It went right through my hands, hit me right in the face.
Where was this at? Like at Boys?
It was like a church thing. He was speaking at a church thing.
Did I ever tell you the story about me playing basketball up at Boys Park when Chris Webber and Jason Williams came up there?
Tim, did you hold your own with those boys?
No, not at all. They never told you that story?
No.
When I was like 17, 18 years old, and they just showed up at Boys Park because I think Webber was dating a girl from Pittsburgh.
Were you nervous, Tim?
Yeah, TJ. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure I would be nervous too.
It was insane. It was incredible.
Well, when you meet those famous people, I mean, you never know. How big is he in person? How big is Weber in person?
I don't get nervous meeting famous people. It's when dudes that size and that skill come, you're like, holy hell! You felt like you were the team playing against the Harlem Globetrotters.
Did they throw you a pass, or were you against them? Did they throw you a pass? We were against them.
Like they didn't. No, we were against them. TJ, you don't get a pass when those guys are playing.
So did you have any did you try to guard one of them? What did
you
do?
No, you just sat there hoping they don't. You were praying to God Chris Webber didn't dunk on your face, and somebody caught it there when you were there. That's all you were praying for. That or Jason Williams somehow, like when he was dribbling around, you didn't pull your pants down, and
yeah, but he was a talent, and then he wasn't.
You think he looked like white chocolate in the NBA when he's playing? You should have seen a bunch of dudes from Pittsburgh with boys. See what that scene was like.
They had Newports hanging out their lips.
Basically, we're yeah. Half of us had no shirts on. Half the people were smoking Newports on the side. He's dribbling us around us like we're just statues.
Hey, did you hear? I don't know if you noticed. You know that Greg Lloyd had a birthday.
Yeah. That when that hit on my timeline, all I go is funniest. I mean, when Tom Harris said he could beat up Greg Lloyd was maybe if I would have caught that when I was like, I think Dad said that when I was like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
If I would have been in full like 17 mode and he said that, it would have been a different. Like I would have never stopped. I would have been like, Dad, let's go. I would have begged him to let's drive down to the stadium right now and see what you got.
Isn't he like a black belt or something like that too?
TJ, I don't even care if he's not a black belt.
Yeah,
the shirt he has, what's something disposition shirt? Like I almost bought it. I'm going. Can you imagine? Like, okay, he's a black belt. TJ, that dude could be paralyzed for 9 years and somehow get out of the chair. Probably still beat me up right now.
Probably, he was a mean dude. So I think we can say this: it's going to be different.
Great Lloyd.
I think the offense is going to be more dynamic. It's got to be because what was the main premise of the offense last year was don't turn the ball over. I think they're going to
It's been the main thing for the whole offense for the past 7 years.
I think you're right. So the offense should be more dynamic. I think the O-line is growing. It's going to be better. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. I mean, you're missing one big piece. You lose your big guard, but I like the replacements. I like what they're doing with it. What do you think of the running back, thing? You lost Gainwell, but he was kind of their small guy. What do you think of this Rico Dowdle? Do you like him?
I guess you can't catch anything. You know when you're going to be running like the first 2 downs with them. I heard Jalen Warren's down to like 205.
I heard the same thing.
I think he's going to try to take that Gainwell role, but I still think I don't know. Like they're blowing up. I don't like when they start blowing up people. Like, all I keep seeing is Roman Wilson. Roman Wilson looks great. Roman Wilson looks great. Roman Wilson. Every time they do that, the guy sucks. Like mineral water. So I'm kind of like,
does.
I don't know.
So
running backs, we'll see.
Does Caleb Johnson have a chance to get back into favor? You think?
Have you been hearing? Like, I've been seeing.
I've heard he's
having
good OTAs.
I don't know how he gets in the field, TJ.
I know he's got to be. I mean, maybe he surprises us. Or what do you think of this kid? This kid from Mount Lebo?
I don't know. I saw a video of him doing drills. Like, he went, and then Mount Washington right after him. The kid looks. The more I see him, he looks like TJ. He looks like a little Papa Warner kid out there playing.
Anybody that stands next to him, Tim, I would pay like $15 to have you just stand next to Big 80 and just see how you look.
Are we both? Are we? Am I in the moo right there too?
What if you stand next to him shirtless?
I had my first tops off in public this Memorial Day weekend.
How did it work? Is there any picture, any video evidence?
I'm surprised Melissa didn't take a picture. My daughter wanted to go off the diving board for the first time.
Yeah.
But there was under one condition that I had to go catch her off the diving board.
Mm-hmm.
TJ, I have a newfound respect for every Navy SEAL you could possibly think of.
So how long did you have to tread water?
TJ,
like 3 seconds?
Dude, treading water is absolutely insane. It was one of those ones where I'm treading water, and as I'm treading water, I'm trying to bargain with Olivia because I knew she was like, as soon as she got to the end of the dive, she's like, no, and then I start pulling away. She starts crying. So it was a 2-minute ordeal. Me just treading water. By the time she jumped off the diving board, me and her, I was going, "There's no way we're gonna make it out of here."
Tim.
She jumped in the water. I actually went under the water as she jumps in. I just grabbed her by her waist and just pushed her to the ladder. And I just was like, it was almost like the Titanic, be like, I'm gone without you.
Tim.
And what made it worse, like after she did that the first time, dude, all she wanted to do was go off the diving board. I think we got to 4 diving board trips, and I just go, and the other parents are around. They knew. They were like, he is spent. He can't go get another round. I just go, Olivia, Daddy's gotta chill for a little bit. Like, I was sweating in the pool, which was unbelievable.
Well, that's a lot of work, Tim. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, but it was my first tops off, and I caught myself when I was walking into the locker room. Like, that old, the Bigfoot.
You got a glimpse in the mirror, too?
The Bigfoot footage when he looks back and like that. I looked at myself like that, and I go, dude, I gotta lose a crippling 50 pounds.
Well, I mean, Tim, the beach season's here, so you're gonna have to do it really quick.
Dude, man, they're gonna be lifeguards are gonna be ripping up that red flag for me. Be like, we got one out there. They're not even gonna come get me. They're just gonna be like, go be with the whales. Go be with your people.
Oh man, so you and Lloyd shirtless probably is not a good idea, huh?
Oh, dude, it's
in Washington. We're talking about you in Washington.
No, I would look like a jellyfish that just got all over him or something. Not good.
It looks like the offense will be. I mean, obviously we've been hearing stuff about receivers and stuff like that. Again, Jeremy Bernard looks good, but I'm a little concerned, Tim, because I'm pretty sure he's cross-eyed.
Dude, I do at least once a day. I get down a rabbit hole just looking at pictures of Jeremy Bernard, just trying to find one that I'm like, maybe he's not cross-eyed. It's tough. You find one and then you try to blow it up, and then when you blow it up, you're like, nope, cross-eyed.
I mean, he's doing great. He's got good size. He's like 6'1", almost 6'2". I think he's going to be a good receiver for us. He's a good pickup in the second round.
I saw him make like a nice spectacular turn around 2-thing catch. I'm going, I don't know how that guy knows where he's at. Like, you can see the lines of the field.
So the receiver should be better. I'm interested to see what the running back by committee is going to look like. And then what do you make of this Will Howard stuff?
I don't even want to say what I thought to my brain. this one. I'm sitting there stuffing my. Speaking of me being fat and just hideous. I'm I'm stuffing my face with pizza tonight over dinner, and I'm watching Twitter as I'm doing that, and I'm just seeing clips of Howard. I'm like, God looks kind of smooth. I'm like, I feel like I'm falling into a trap. I feel like I'm falling into the Kenny Pickett trap. I just do, TJ.
Well, he's a gamer. I mean, they know that from college. He's a gamer.
I feel like I'm falling into that Kenny Pickett trap again.
So here's the question. Here's my question for you. So let's say him and Mason, how far along does he have to be before you jettison Mason?
You asking me this as a serious question?
Yeah, where do
me
you
personally?
See him,
you asking me? You asked 99% of the people. They're gonna be like, nah, man. I was done with Mason. Even when Mason played well, when Pickett came in, I was still done with Mason. I don't want Mason on the team. I'm done with Mason. What do you need Mason there for?
That's true. I agree. I think you keep Mason in, and Aller's a project you mess with this year, and if you don't make any progress with him, you're drafting somebody again next year. But what if they found somebody with Howard?
TJ, I still think they're going to pull the whole Aller broke his finger and he's out for the year.
Could be.
TJ, that's exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah, it could be.
And they're going to have Mason's going to be on this roster, and you're going to have those three. But I don't know. I gotta see Howard in a TJ. He hasn't even taken a snap in a preseason game yet.
I know.
And they're making him out like he's Jesus Christ. Like he seriously. Everybody you hear they talk to, he's TJ. He's a 6th-round pick.
I get he's a 6th-round pick, but he's a national champion, and you can still find value. I mean, how many first-round?
Tim Tebow was a national champion. I don't want to hear this crap.
Well, that's true, but he beat us, unfortunately. How many first-round quarterback picks don't hit? I bet you at least. I bet you if I were to guess, and I don't know what it is, I bet you only 25% of first-round picks hit the QBs.
But there's more quarterbacks taken in the first round, and
that's the most important position.
Yes.
But why not? I mean, I think of guys like back in the day, you had Wilson was, he was like a 3rd-round pick, I think. Now I know that Aaron Rodgers was a 1st-round pick. I know Ben Roethlisberger was a 1st-round pick. Brady, wasn't he a 6th-rounder?
Okay, I get what you're saying, but it doesn't happen as often coming from the 6th
round.
round.
I agree. I totally agree. I just think, who cares where you find him? If you find him, you find him. And I wonder if stuff like this, they talk about elite arm strength and stuff like that. If you have enough arm strength to make all the throws in D1 football, why don't you have the same arm strength to make the throws in the pros?
Because everybody's a hair faster in the pros, as well as I do.
I get that, but to me, I put more value in being able to read defenses, smart and toughness, rather than maybe you don't have like the cannon like Drew Aller has or somebody else. So I mean, Brock Purdy doesn't have a cannon.
I agree, but TJ, again, he played at Ohio State. I've never seen Ohio State quarterback good ever.
Well,
ever.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
I got to see him take a snap.
No, I agree.
I got to see him take a snap. They're making him out like he is the next like even the Steeler people. Dude, he hasn't taken a live bullet in a preseason game.
I agree.
You know what's going to happen? He's going to look good in preseason. Everybody's like, yeah, this dude is the Messiah. Somehow Rodgers is going to get hurt. He's going to go in the game, and this guy's going to look like you're going to be like. It's going to be one of those points where like we'll be in it. I'm foreshadowing the future because usually when I say it happens.
Yeah.
Rodgers will get hurt at some point in time. And we'll still be we'll be like in the mix, needing to win a couple games in a row. We're going to have all these expectations. He's going to go in, and the dude's going to just be like, I'm seeing ghosts. He's going to have like 4 interceptions. He's going to stink. And next thing you know, Mason's going to come in there. And he'll go 13 for, 17 for 125 yards. And everybody like, hey, this guy's great. Like, he's 13 for 17 for 125 yards. His average throw is 2.2 yards a throw. I don't want. That's what's going to happen.
I'm curious to see. I think it's funny, and I can't believe I'm going to say this. I think McCarthy fits Mason better than the stuff that Mason did here. When you look at him in Oklahoma, back in Oklahoma and stuff like that, it's a different offense. It's more wide open.
Don't.
I'm not a Mason fan. I think they let Howard and Allard duke it out.
They're going to have all 4. Somehow those 4 quarterbacks are going to be on this roster, regardless if one gets hurt. I know. Yeah, it's going to happen.
So what do you think? What happens to Roman Wilson?
He's gonna make the team, dude.
I think he'll make the team, but I think like, what do you think he's actually turned a corner? You think we'll get any production out of him? He's a 3rd-round pick.
I will say this from the videos that I saw, from just a route running, he looked the smoothest out of anybody. I don't know what the hell that means, but he looked the smooth. He did. He looked the smoothest coming out of his breaks, and he just looked smooth. Again, I don't know what that means, but he did.
Maybe he figured it out.
I think he's going to go in as a slot receiver. I think Bernard's going to be the 4th guy. I don't think he's going to be. I don't know. I have no idea, dude. I don't know what to expect. He's going to make the team. He's got to make the team.
He'll definitely make the team. I think the offense is going to be great. So what do you think? I mean, we know the defense is going to look different as well. What do you think the defense is going to be like? I mean, are you liking the vibes you're getting from Graham?
I like that they have yada, yada, yada Black at the nose tackle where he should be.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Benton's not playing that from what I'm seeing in the rotations. They don't have Benton at the nose tackle at all, which he shouldn't have been. So I do like that. Okay, maybe there's common sense stuff that they're doing that I like. I will say that. There's just common sense stuff that they're doing that I like. Like Troy Fatano, moving that whole side to the left side.
That makes sense.
Makes sense. Having yada, yada, yada Black, your biggest dude, is like 1 million pounds as your nose tackle. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're doing stuff to me that makes sense. You're like, okay, on paper, you're like, oh, that makes sense. But it just tells you, like I said, I don't know. I want to see it from my eyes. But I heard somebody had to make a pretty hilarious argument on the Google machine going, say hypothetically the Steelers win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
Does that damper Tomlin's
his legacy?
Aura, his legacy, Hall of Fame legacy? If
I think it does.
Mike McCarthy would come in right now and just win a Super Bowl basically with
his players.
Yes.
Yeah, with Mike's players. I think it does. How could it not?
I was just curious.
I mean, how could it not? I mean, think about this. I mean, but you could say the same thing too. I mean, you hear the argument with Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin won a Super Bowl with whose players?
Cowher.
But Cowher couldn't get it done with his players, could he?
He did. He got one done. He got it done with one.
but not that second one.
It was 2 years later.
Well, I get that, right. but I mean, but he arguably, Ben in those big games wasn't fantastic.
He was big in that playoff run.
Well, in that second one, yeah. I mean, absolutely.
No, the first one he was too.
No, I mean for the run, but I'm talking about the big games. I mean, you're not talking like he wasn't like dominant like Peyton Manning and those guys.
TJ, that AFC title game against Denver, he was pretty damn good, dude.
Oh no, I understand that, but what I'm saying is this: I think it could go either way. I think you could say Tomlin did something with Cowher's guys that maybe they needed a fresh. I mean, you got to remember the only reason they got Ben was because that team wasn't expected to be that bad.
I agree.
They had some injuries and stuff like that, but still, I mean, that was a pretty bad year. So my question is this: are you excited about what the defense could be this year?
Yes, because
it's going to look different. It's going to definitely look different.
I think it's going to be, again, I was never – Tom was a great motivator, but I never thought he was an X and O great coach, I guess. So to me, I want to see – I miss the design blitzes, the scheme blitzes. I miss that stuff. I want to see kind of those zone stuff. So am I excited? Yeah, I think I am. I mean, they're saying they're going to – I mean, when you hear that they're going to try to use Ramsey like Woodson was used in Green Bay, kind of gets you excited.
Yeah.
I think they got couple good corners, gets you excited.
Yeah. I mean, that kid that they drafted too, that third round draft pick, Everett looks pretty solid.
So I'm excited, but I was excited. I thought last year their defense would be all worldly. Next thing you know, we're like, what the hell's happening? They're getting.
I thought, and again, I like the personnel, but I've always been a little suspect of the scheme. I thought the scheme was too complex, or there's something with the scheme that didn't make sense. They were never good. When's the last time they were good against the run?
But what makes you think the change of scheme is going to make them better against the run?
I think it's simpler, and I think, like you said, you used a really, I think, important word. It's a good word, common sense. I think you put the people where they're supposed to be. Defense, this. You got to play fast. And
Yeah.
if you don't know what you're doing, you can't play fast.
It still gets me. It still gets me a little nervous. I still think they're soft at the middle linebacker. I do. I like Queen, but I think the more like I saw cuts of him and coming to the OTAs for the first time, there's something there because I don't think he's happy, and I wouldn't be stunned if he's not on this roster week one. Like I still think because they brought the contract thing to him.
Yeah. Well, what do you think they could get for Queen?
Nothing.
I mean, somebody is going to use the services if they need it.
Maybe last year's contract, maybe a day 3 pick.
How old is he? Is he 30 yet?
He's probably, I think, late 20s.
I mean, he's still of age. And again, inside linebackers are not easy to find. I mean, I know that they're like the running back value of the defense.
Exactly.
I get that, but I mean, they're still, I mean, it depends if they think Peyton Wilson is progressed enough.
But I think you're past that point now because like, what are you going to do? You didn't draft one. You didn't address it in the draft.
I think
like,
you got to ride what you have now. I think you have to ride.
I do too, but I have a feeling that has the potential to be a locker room cancerous type of situation.
Good. I mean, you got a little bit of cap money. I just saw they just restructured Freiermuth, so they're creating cap money for probably them getting Peasy, right? Peasy Jr. maybe.
Either Peasy Jr. They got somebody signed before the season. I would suspect Peasy Jr.
Yeah, and then next year, I mean, I think you can keep Watt on the roster, but he's going to have to restructure something. You're going to have to figure that out. Mm-hmm. I think if they let Herbig go, that's a huge mistake.
They're either going to extend her. They're going to extend Herbig, or they're going to extend Peasy with the next contract. I mean, one of the two.
I mean, you extend one, you tag Herbig this year, which still he's going to get paid. I mean, that's still got what's that number?
I mean, you got a lot of people coming up. You're going to have what's his name coming up, the center. He's going to get paid.
Yeah,
got to keep him. I mean, to me that's a no brainer.
Which is kind of nice. They don't have. I know you want to have it, but you don't have it yet. You still don't have that big QB number.
I agree.
So everybody complained about Rodgers what's he making 25 this year or something like that. That's still nothing. I mean that's nothing. So we don't need to worry about that. I am curious to see. I am looking forward to seeing competent coaches. I thought Tom was a good motivator, but his assistants. I mean, are any of his assistants going on anywhere to do anything?
Well, I think that I always liked the running back coach.
Yeah, he was a nice dude.
He was.
I like Danny Smith. I thought he was good too.
The running back coach was
offensive defense coordinators.
No, they're all buffoons, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Once Randy Fiedler was let go, he hasn't had a job. Matt Canada shouldn't even be coaching Pee Wee football. He hasn't had a job. The other guy went to Ohio State.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's damning when your assistants. But I always looked at it anyways. And there was never a Mike. As long as Mike Tomlin coached, was there? You've never seen a Mike Tomlin tree.
No.
Which is kind of crazy, dude.
Yeah, but that's not uncommon. You could have some guys that are decent coaches, but they don't have the whole thing behind them.
TJ, name me a coach that doesn't have a coaching tree that has been
like a Harbaugh. I mean, you don't see a ton of guys leave his organization to go become these juggernaut guys. I mean, he's a good coach,
dude. The guy that came from his tree just won the Super Bowl.
No, I'm talking about whatchamacallit. Not John Harbaugh. What's the other? Jim Harbaugh or these guys. I mean, they consider him. He's like an elite coach. He's not. John Harbaugh's okay. I mean, yeah, the kid, the guy from Seattle,
just went to the Ravens.
Well, I get that. What I'm saying is this: I don't think all these coaches have these elite. They need to have these elite trees. I mean, think about this: Belichick.
They have to have some type of tree. Tomlin, has there been one Tomlin assistant that went on to be a head coach?
Well, yeah, there's been more than one that have done that.
Tomlin's?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, whatchamacallit, that one with at Tampa Bay he won a Super Bowl with Brady at Tampa Bay. Whatchamacallit? He was the offensive coordinator.
Under Tomlin?
Yeah. They got rid of him and they brought Haley in under Tomlin.
Arians was there before Tomlin got there, wasn't he?
All I know is he came from that line. It was fine. I mean,
Arians is the same thing as LeBeau. That was forced upon Tomlin. It wasn't like Tomlin hired him.
Well, but Tomlin
fired him. You want the,
Well, he retired, and then he basically. Why did they get rid of him? They got rid of him because if he would have been here, Ben would have never gone 19 years. I thought Haley was a good hire. I just didn't know that he would be mixing it up down on the south side. Yeah, I don't think anybody did, right? But he brought pretty good balance to them, and he brought him a Super Bowl, didn't he?
No.
Didn't we get we got deep in the playoffs. We didn't get a Super Bowl with him.
We had all those.
Who was the offensive coordinator when we played against the Cardinals?
Arians.
Was it Arians? Okay.
Yes.
Well, who was the offensive coordinator for Ben's second Super Bowl or his first Super Bowl?
Arians.
He got 2 with Ben.
Wisenhunt.
Was it Wisenhunt?
Yes.
No, because Wisenhunt went and coached 100%. The Cardinals.
He did. So it
when
was
Cowher left. Yeah, it wasn't Wisenhunt.
The first Super Bowl was Arians. The second Super Bowl was Arians.
I think the second one was Haley.
No.
I don't remember now.
It was definitely Arians. Second was
so then
definitely
Arians has 3 Super Bowl rings.
Correct.
Okay, I don't know for sure. We'd have to check on it. If we had a producer, we could check on that, but we don't. Tip's looking now.
Producer T, where's Producer T? He's
who knows what he's doing?
Flipping babies around.
So probably, yeah, he could be. So I think we're going to have a better looking team. I think they're going to be more entertaining this year. The question is this: so what happens if they do happen to win a Super Bowl? What do you do?
Me?
Yeah.
Aaron's
already declared he's not coming back. Now again, if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I leave. I go right into the sunset. So let me ask you a question. What does it do to you then from the organizational standpoint of the McCarthy hire? Well, let's ask
you
this
look
question.
If they win the Super Bowl, you look like a genius.
I know. So let me ask you a question. What would you say is the win for the team this year? What do they have to do to say, okay, they made a good decision? Is it just a playoff game?
It's getting sad to say that. Arians was both 2008, 2010.
Okay.
Now, I think Haley was 2000. When did they play the Packers? 2010?
2000. Yeah, it's after because I think they won in 2008. And what was the other one?
2005.
5. Yeah, so he was 2010, right? 2010.
All right,
maybe?
so Arians was 2008, 2000. Ken Wisenhunt was 2005.
But that wasn't with Ben.
Yes, it was. Ben was against Seattle.
Oh, it was Ben with Cowher.
That was Cowher.
Yeah,
then
Ben
he
with
left
Cowher,
to go coach. He left
Arizona.
I think, to coach Arizona.
And he took Russ Grimm with him. Yeah.
No, they stayed around when
Tomlin didn't get the job, he left to coach Arizona.
When Tomlin got the job.
When Tomlin got the job. When Wisenhunt or Grimm didn't get the job,
yes,
they both left.
In 2007, he left to go to Arizona. That's when in 8. So Aaron's there for both seasons.
So Haley came in after him then after the Super Bowl. Because Ben was getting beat to death.
Who cares? I liked him better when he was gunslinger Ben.
He's a model citizen. He's a but here's the reality. They had some monster teams. They couldn't win the big games.
Exactly, because you needed Jason. Mass. That's the Ben you needed to win Super Bowls.
Pretty much. So what's a victory for the team this year? To say it's a successful season.
You feel like such a loser when you say they got to win a playoff game. Just that's it, and that's happiness. But we're getting to that point of we have been such losers in this city. Getting a playoff victory is probably it's successful. I feel like I'm a Browns fan now.
I mean, it's pretty sad, but that's true. It's where you're at.
I would say, I would say seeing some. If you get to the playoffs and somehow you see some development out of one of them young quarterbacks is successful.
I agree. I mean, so if Aaron can do it, and let's say, Aaron gets, maybe he gets dinged up, and you do have Will Howard go in there, and you look at him, you go, okay, he's not bad. I mean, here's reality. Like, I remember watching, Love come in behind Aaron Rodgers, and when he was coming in behind Aaron Rodgers, he didn't look like he was any good at all. And then something happened, he developed, and he's a pretty good quarterback now. I mean, would you take Love?
Would I take Love? yes.
Yeah. I mean, he seems pretty decent. What's your greatest concern for the team this year?
Quarterback play. My greatest concern for the team this year, it's quarterback play. I don't know what the quarterback's going to be like.
I mean,
He
if you
sucks,
take
it
Aaron's
feels like,
stats from last year and you put him back to this year, he had 24 tutties and how many interceptions? 7, 6?
yeah, the defense was, yeah, because I think the defense cost us a lot of games last year because they were so putrid. Um, I would take that, but that's going to get you those type of stats from your quarterbacks probably to get you maybe a one and done.
I mean, he finished basically, what is it, 15th or something in the league for quarterback
Yeah,
play? So, I mean, Sam Darnold, good year. Would you say he was in the top 5 for quarterbacks for the year?
I think at one point in time last year they were talking about him winning the MVP award. TJ,
They were, but I mean, you tell me, is he one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league? Is he better
I
than?
can't believe I'm saying this. If you want to look at his last couple years stats,
I thought we should always pick up Darnold, but does he
you
have?
did.
What would you say? Like, is he as good as Allen?
No,
Would you say he's as good as
no.
I don't know.
Don't say don't. You're not going to say don't you dare say blue eyes, steamy blue eyes to me.
I say, yeah, I mean, you can say he's. I
No,
mean,
he's
you
not
probably
Burrow.
want Burrow, right? I mean, would you say he's better than? I mean, would you take Drake May? The
He's living
upside
up
of
in
Drake May?
Yeah, nah, well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
How about Herbig or Herbert?
Dude's so tough. The dude just won a Super Bowl, man. He was good.
Well, I get he was good, but here's the reality too. I
Just
mean,
raw ability. Those dude like.
so here's my question:
To me,
is a top 10 quarterback enough to win a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
So if he's
Yeah.
15, he's knocking in the top 10. I mean, he's probably
Because
close
Darnold
enough.
was I would say Darnold was definitely top 10 last year.
Well, he's definitely top 10. I don't think he's top 5, but I would put him somewhere in the top 10. There's no doubt.
But their defense and stuff, the other pieces were so good.
So again, if you have a
But
top 10
normally,
quarterback,
because normally, TJ, golly, man, that just opens up Pandora's box. Because normally, you need like a top 5 quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
unless
Then
you
I
have a
look at
good
the
balanced
Eagles.
team, Seattle's a very good balanced team.
Eagles were a balanced team when they won with Jalen Hurts. Because the more you see Jalen Hurts now, the more you're like, I don't know if that dude's any good at football.
Yeah. Well, then like
Um,
Mahomes is better than Darnold.
See, that's what
I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. Like Mahomes is the top 3 quarterback at that time, and you're like, yeah, dude, you need your quarterback when you go on those runs to carry you. Like Burrow when they went to the Super Bowl,
yeah, I get it.
carried the Bengals.
So if you were to think like right now, like who's got a better chance to win the Super Bowl next year, Seattle or Kansas City?
I'm gonna say Seattle because Kansas City, like I mean, they're receivers in prison. They're
That's true. That's true. You're right.
their quarterbacks coming off a torn ACL. There's too many factors
Well,
to
and
that.
Seattle's just a complete team. So I think as the team gets more complete,
Yeah,
that's
but
why
they
I
lost
think too.
pieces to that. Seattle lost a running back.
They did.
Did you see
Yeah,
the picture there? Did you see a picture of that running back now with Kansas City?
No.
TJ, he looks like Adrian Peterson, for God's sake. Now. I was like, that could be a problem.
It could
A
be
big problem.
Here's my point. I like how the Steelers have designed the team. Their teams continue to get better and better. And if the team's ready to go, it's a powder keg, and all you got to do is find that quarterback. That's great. So I'm all cool. I'm fine with Aaron doing what he's doing. And I'm telling you right now, if he could be a top 10 quarterback, and he's right there,
Yeah.
why not? Why can't they take a shot at a Super Bowl?
Because the AFC is just too much of a gauntlet, dude. It's too deep.
But who won the league last year, the AFC or the NFC?
I get it. What I'm saying is
Who represented the AFC, Tim? The Patriots.
I know, and they shouldn't have.
What if you rank them in the AFC? Where are they ranked in the AFC as far as power rankings for the teams?
Now,
Where would you put them? 5 or 6?
last year,
Yeah,
they were coming off a 3 and whatever season. I'd put
I
them
know.
horrible. I get it. Every once in a while you go on those teams go on those magical runs. You just can't explain it.
AFC's a gauntlet. But if they're not
It
that
is a
good,
gauntlet, because the
if
Patriots are-
Burrow's hurt half the year, and then people are tearing their ACL.
Patriots are going to get AJ Brown.
Yeah,
that's a fact. So,
but their coach only like, God knows what their coach is.
I know their coach he's a bad guy, bad guy. But again, the AFC, when I get it, like the NFC may have one or two better, like really good teams. The AFC has like 8 teams that are good, dude. You know, they're good.
Well, I get it, but I mean, at some point, we got to just face facts. At some point, the Bills are who the Bills are, right?
But they're always going to be there.
They'll always be there, but they are who they are. At this point now, somebody's going to have the conversation with Kansas City. Hey, it's been a while since you've been that team. Are you still that team anymore?
It's been like 2 years, dude.
Dude, that's all. So Kelsey's not the same person he was before. Mahomes is not the same guy he was before. They don't have the defense that they had before, which really carried them their last Super Bowl.
I want to see what Patrick Mahomes is like this year because I got a feeling he's going to be on an FU tour this whole entire year.
He could. The Bengals are the Bengals. Do you think that the Ravens are going to be? Do you think they're moving up, or they're fading? Is their window closing?
Their windows, it's starting to creep down. But you still have Lamar, so still be in the thick of things.
Well, I mean, they could be in the thick of things, but I'm talking about ones that if you get hot at the right time and you run, is the Steeler roster comprised strong enough for them to take a swing, a big swing? I think it is.
I think they do, but I still think you have too many juggernauts. Like it's, golly, man. I just gotta. Could they get hot later in the year? The schedule doesn't set up right for them.
No, I mean they're heavy back at the end of the year.
You know, it just to me, it's like you got to have some powder cakes into the year to have that. Just that thought that you can beat anybody.
Well, you'll know if you get to the end of the year and you're competing with all these guys and you're going toe to toe with them. You don't have to win all of them, but if you're competing heavy with them, that gives you an idea. Okay, you can dance with the best ones. That's fine.
Like I think Jacksonville's going to be pretty good this year.
Again, until they prove who they are. I'm tired of hearing about San Diego, L.A. every year. Herbert. Oh, you got to watch out for them. What have they done yet? They still haven't done anything.
Talent-wise, as a quarterback, man, if you could give me like options to like, if you could take a quarterback and put him on your team, he may be 2 to me.
Yeah,
just a pure ability. He's nasty, dude.
So you have a coach now that's like run first, run first, run first. I'd throw his arm off. I mean, I would just be like, guys, let's just go get this.
I don't know. They just don't surround him with any talent. Like I don't understand. Like that to me, he's like the who is he? Like the. He like the Packers all those years were like they never drafted like receiver in the first round. Like that's what I get like Herbert. Like I don't even know who his number 1 receiver is.
No, I agree. I'm with you. Yeah.
I don't know who his running back is. I don't know who the hell they have on offense besides him.
Najee was his running back, and then he tore his leg up. So I don't know. Remember they drafted the guy. They brought Najee, and then they drafted the guy.
Yeah, guy his foot broke off, and then Najee's again. Your Achilles is going to go when you're that big of a fella. That's why I think every night before I go upstairs to bed, I was like, Achilles going to pop.
Anyway, so I think here's my point. I think that the sky's the limit. I'm not going to limit them. And I'm not going to be like, I think the every NFL season is so unique. You never know how it's going to unfold. You never know how it's going to play out with injuries and with teams that are going to be great. Again, a great example of that is last year's Patriots. Nobody anticipated that they would be going to the Super Bowl this year, right?
No, I mean, especially I think the Steelers beat them last year, right?
They did. I mean, which is nuts.
They did turn the ball over. I mean, I think the Patriots still turned the ball over in that game. It was like 7 times. And
you still don't know like if Drake May is going to continue to ascend. I mean, case in point, look at Houston. 2 years ago,
TJ, I had guys telling me after that game's first, second year that he was the truth. I go, he's an Ohio State quarterback. He's going to end up sucking.
Well, he did. I'm telling you what, man, if he gets available, I think
the Texans are another team. Like if he's half decent, their defense is just nasty.
Is scary. It's scary. But again, you never know with injuries and stuff.
And I'm still kind of ticked off that I was circling that New Orleans game. I thought maybe a trip down to New Orleans for the Yinzer brothers would be a fun football trip.
That'd be great.
Thing popped up in going to France,
Paris.
Come
we
on,
ain't going
man.
to Paris. We could die in Paris, Tim. Paris is a crazy city.
I'd be the biggest human in Paris. Period.
You would be. I wonder what the flights to Paris. You know what? How about this, Yinzer Bro listeners? If any of you guys would like to sponsor our on location in Paris,
TJ, I don't even know if even if they sponsor, I don't know if I want to go to Paris.
Tim, what would we eat?
What would I eat there? What would they give me to eat?
I don't know. You'd have to eat a lot of it. I heard the meals are very small.
I'm assuming crepes would be bigger. I'd be pounding crepes away left and right.
You probably would be. The diabetes would be in full regalia.
A baguette. All I'd have is a baguette in my hand 24/7. I'd be walking around with baguettes and wine 24/7.
That's right.
They're like, here comes Tim again. It'd be like,
All right. That's all we got time for tonight. Again, if you like what you hear, please pass along the podcast to everybody. We want to really take the Yinzer Bros this year to another level. Also, if you're interested, we have some cool Yinzer Brothers merch. Tim is wearing a cool shirt that says Stay Classy, Pittsburgh Stray One. I'm wearing one from my high school days from '86. I'm a ring bearer.
But here comes why do my shirts get made fun of? 4 plays, it's the quarterback edition club. You got 1 ring, 86.
Hey, that's all it takes.
Why didn't it say partial helper to that 86 team? Maybe helper somewhere on that shirt. You got yours all nice.
I got a ring.
Everybody,
I got a ring.
Why am I the joke of butts for everybody? I mean,
well, Tim, you're just gonna have to talk to Jesus. About that.
Truthfully, if somehow producer T got a picture of me treading water by the diving board, I could see that with having my hands go above water, called it the Jaws Club 2022.
Hey, you don't know. Maybe your wife got some pictures you don't know about.
I'll kill her. I'll divorce her on site, dude. If somehow there's there's 3 pictures in my life, if somehow you get any of those pictures, instant divorce.
Well, I'm sure I could persuade her into getting some of those.
I know. I told her, I was like, I would be on your next Hallmark show. Where what happened to Melissa? She just disappeared, and next thing you know, I'm getting arrested.
Well, if you like what you hear, again, hey, go to the merch shop. We got a ton of merch there. You can buy that. Again, we're the Yinzer Bros. Stay classy, Pittsburgh.
Still number 1 out here, right?
All right. See ya.